Welcome to another episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today I got Stevie Bullets, man. Anthony had prior engagements, so I brought Stevie in. What's up, man? How you doing,
Hey, what's
bro?
going on? What's going on? He
Man.
couldn't make it, Anthony?
Nah, man, he had other things to do. It's all good.
Yeah. So I'm just,
Good with
it's
you.
Friday night. I'm here with the kids. My wife's getting ready to go out the door. So I said, get ready to jump on real quick. So
MR, you
it's
was
my
right.
daughter,
The angel
Michelina, here.
blocked me. Hello. How are
So,
you?
all right. Go ahead. Go in the front room. So, yeah. What's going on, Staxx?
Joe Dollars, what's good, man? How you been going, man? Your podcast been picking up steam, I see.
Yeah, it's just a little something, nothing big, but we're getting the message out there. We're getting ready for this premiere for the documentary for Joey Seifert, Deadly Associates, January 29th on Reels, 8 p.m. And then the whole process is once his gets picked up, mine should follow right behind it, and we'll just keep going from there. The podcast and everything help promote it and stuff. But
You like the new logo, bro?
oh yeah, that looks good. I seen it on the was it a shirt or something before?
Yeah, I got shirts coming out, and I'm gonna be
Yeah,
dropping
you
some
see
clothes
my
soon.
shirts back there, right?
Yeah.
But they got black, white, pink.
I saw that video, man, that person made about that's crazy they made that video.
Yeah, I didn't so there's
This
a
is my new
YouTube.
logo.
Yeah, that
Shout
looks
out to
good.
Squiggles Boy, man. The blacksmith, his name is. He's official, man. Shout out
Oh
to the
yeah.
blacksmith. He's official, man.
Yeah, that looks good. He did a good job with that. And
Yeah.
no, everything's going good, man. I'm healing. I had a hip replacement, so I'm
What's up,
healing.
bro?
Everything's going pretty good. The podcasting, I got all these friends of yours that are contacting me, which is good, because everybody wants to network and stuff. And they're like, Staxx. I'm like, yeah, I'm always on this show. And they're like, yeah, that's how I got your name. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's good, because
Well, I don't vouch for any of them, man. I don't vouch for any of them.
No, they're all good guys, man. I haven't had no
Yeah.
trolls or nothing bad. All good things coming from you. And I'm just really
Thank
happy
you, Gianni.
yeah, you got a good fan base going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I got really good people on my side, bro.
And your content, you got really good content. You got people from all over. So it's different every time. But it's really interesting, man. And
yeah, I'm gonna be raising the bar, man. I got quite a few people coming on. I got a guy named Scott coming on. He was a bodyguard for Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah,
Mark Wahlberg. Quite a few people. And then Dan Romano's coming on. There's a lot of people. Shout out to Ciro DiPazio from the Mob King and all of them.
Yeah, that's
down
my
there.
boy. Yeah, me
Yeah,
and
man.
Ciro are really close. He gave me an opportunity to be in his film. I couldn't make it with short notice, but just for me that was an honor. I'm not an actor and anything, so when Ciro welcomed me on and invited me to come down there, that was a big honor for me.
Yeah.
I did a little bit of acting, with these producers that I'm with, and you'll see that. Like I said, January 29th, I got I play a couple roles in Joe Seifert's documentary, so I think you'll like it, man. It's going to be really good.
What is it like when you're playing a role? Oh, what's this? Get in the bathroom, man. Smitty, get your ass in the bathroom, man.
In the
See
bathroom.
you later.
No.
Fucking people, man.
So
get your ass in the bathroom.
So right, my acting experience is zero. So what happened was, the producers asked me, they needed like a silhouette. They don't necessarily need a face shot. And I played a small part. Can't really talk about it because I got to wait till it's released. But I had a small role. I have a channel too. It's Stevie Bullets podcast on YouTube. Then I'm on Facebook, Steve Roden. And I got My Way, The Cicero Way, Stevie Bullets Story. Check out my documentary on YouTube. I got a little trailer out there. And I'm always with Staxx, on and off with his show. So you need to get in touch.
Shout out to Mike Appa too. Man, shout out to Mike Appleman. I'm gonna have him on again soon, and I'm gonna be bringing you guys a lot of organized crime content, a lot of mob content, as they would call it. If you want the real mob content, you come to the promised land. It's over here. You want the little girl fighting bullshit? Go to the other places for that bullshit.
Yeah.
But anyway, so what's been going on in your area, man? As the crime slowed down over there in Cicero?
No, it's right now Chicago's pretty much under siege. It's all political shit. You pretty much get away with murder over here. There's no penalties for pretty much anything. You do whatever you want, and now you're seeing the results of all this shit happening. People are getting released out on bond. They got murders on house arrest here in Chicago, which they used to never allow that. You couldn't. Yeah. I was reading an article about Tom Dart, disagreeing with, the way Cook County's run. But the system is really messed up here in Chicago. So basically,
how many times have you been to Cook County?
Oh yeah. I've been.
How many times? Like what's the process when you go through Cook County? How was it for you being a white dude? Can you explain what a day would be like going through the process of Cook County?
Okay, so I haven't been there in 10 years. So you're talking 10 years ago. The system's a little bit better nowadays, a little faster processing. But when I was processing in about 10 years ago, it pretty much took all day. You would be in the bullpen, you'd be right on top of each other. It was the worst experience. Anybody that's been to Cook County Jail can tell you the worst part of the process is the processing in and out. So when you get processed in Cook County, because it's a real big county, you're on top of each other. It stinks in there. People are sweating. They've been in the bullpens for 2 or 3 days, so it's a lot of tension in there. Yeah, detoxing. Just everything.
And then you got guys that are coming.
Yeah, I keep seeing that guy's name on there, Ali, huh?
Yeah, man. He's a good dude. Ramondi's good, man.
Yeah.
He just had prior engagements, so you have to go dig up his DD 214. Yeah, you have to go dig up his paperwork.
Oh wow. Yeah, so basically it's a long process to get in there. By the time you're upstairs into a deck, it's 2, 3 in the morning. You got to get right up because usually you have court the following day. And then after that, then you're in for the big haul. Nowadays, pretty much everybody's getting house arrest. Before in Cook County, you couldn't have domestics or any kind of violence to be able to receive the ankle monitor, and you had to have a low bond. But nowadays, from what I'm
now, you can have murder charges. You can have murder charges, and wow,
murder. Yeah, I wouldn't have believed it till I read it, and then I started reading it, and Cook County is so filled, and with the COVID,
is it dorms in Cook County, or is it cells?
It's cells, but there's also dorms. In the minimum division, it's usually dorms, like Division 2. But the
so
higher
does it matter what you get arrested for in the first place? So say you get arrested for stolen car, right? They're gonna put you in the lower level.
Yeah. See, now that's the thing. So if you catch a murder, you're likely to go to a maximum security because your security risk. But chances are, if you come in on a misdemeanor, you could end up on a murderer's deck too, because I've had misdemeanors and ended up in maximum security division. So you go in there. My first experience was Division 9, which is high security. And I think I had a violation of conditional discharge, which is a low misdemeanor here in Illinois. As soon as you walk in there, these guys are like, yeah, murder, double murder. And it was the whole deck. And here I am with the low, of course, you don't tell them that, because as soon as you pick up on it, you just got to go with the flow. So you're not going to tell these guys, hey, I got a, pussy ass charge. I'll be out in a couple of days. Because
you don't tell anybody in there that.
No.
So when you're in prison and you're doing a bit, do you tell people I have a different amount of time? Do you tell them how much time you have, or do you lie about it?
No, I mean I've lied about it. Like I said, I went into that back in Division 9. I'm not gonna go in there telling them I'm leaving next week when they're all facing
Yeah,
murders and stuff
you
like
know,
that. I don't want to get my ass
Catalano,
whooped.
man. Shout out to Joey Catalano, man.
But like when you go to prison, they can look you up. It's the same thing with the county. So basically, they find you on the internet. So it's really nothing to lie about. And if you are
Hey,
lying,
Smitty, get in the bathroom again, Smitty. You didn't have enough time out of there, man. Get your ass back in there.
but stay in there. Stay in there.
Yeah, stay in there, bro.
You're not allowed out without permission. Bill
Yeah,
Murray
man.
did
Next
time in
time
Cook
I'm gonna
County.
put you on a permanent. So, yo, when you get in there, do you know a lot of people when you were going in there?
Yeah, yeah.
Like right when you're in intake, you know everybody in there, right? It's the same
The
routine.
guards, the COs, usually the same guys are still in, or So when I was going in and out, there's always like the same people. You'd always see the same people. So like if you did some bullshit in the street, usually catches up to you, because you're always and then Cook County, word travels very fast, because when you're into Cook County, you got to go with the people, the folks, or the neutrons. And as soon as you come in there and you're on count, they're gonna start looking you up, finding your history, see what you got. There's always somebody there with a lot of time. So they got nothing better to do, so they want to be all in your business. And I've never had no issues like that because I just nothing serious.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah, keep donating, my boy, man. You deserve it, man.
Thank
Got a lot of good stuff I've been seeing lately and stuff.
Yeah, man. I donate. I donate my time. I volunteer, and she calls me once in a while. She needs a hand, help pass out food and stuff. I like to go and get it done, man. I don't like to sit around and be like, I want to get it done. Like do. I don't want to just sit around, and she knows that's how I am. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, Cook County is Chicago.
So if you get arrested in Cicero, where do they bring you for county? Do they bring you to Cook County?
So you'll go to, it's Maywood Court. So that's the courthouse. You'll go there. You'll receive a bond. You'll see a bond judge to, read your charges off. If it's a felony, they go through a process. It's called preliminary hearing. So they got to find probable cause to indict you over to the next court. And what you do is you go through the first process. A lot of times you'll get let out the door right there because if they don't have everything there and they don't find probable cause, you go home. So a couple of times I went home through preliminary hearing. They didn't find probable cause
in a certain amount of time if they don't have the probable cause to go to
trial.
They
usually have like 30 days. Yeah, they usually have like 30 days to indict you on whatever the charges are, and you have to face a judge, and then the judge sometimes they bond you right over. They just take it to a grand jury also. So once they go to a grand jury, 9 out of 10 times you're going to be indicted. There's you don't get to question them or anything like that. Like in a preliminary hearing, you have a public defender, a lawyer that can question, and dispute the charges that you're charged with. And that's your first round in the court system. And then after that, if they bond you over and you get found probable cause, you're going to be in for a long haul because trial in Cook County lasts. Shit.
Smitty, you're out of here for good. In the bathroom, you keep talking. Sorry, man.
No. And yeah, it's so many people in the system that they're backlogged with the COVID, so it take you a long time. I had a trial for a misdemeanor DUI.
Thank you,
driving under influence of weed. It took 4 years. Took 4 years in the courts. Yeah.
Yo, can you explain to the people, man? I think a lot of people don't know this out there that you will go to prison if you get caught smoking weed and driving at the same time.
Oh yeah, you can't just because it's legal in here. Yeah. It's not legal. Just like alcohol. Alcohol is legal, but you can't drink and drive. You go to jail for DUI.
So you'll get a driving while under the influence. They'll give you.
Yeah,
right?
Same as the DUI. Same thing as drinking.
So you
it's a misdemeanor. No,
is
you can't smoke weed and drink. Yeah, it's a misdemeanor, but the first time, I'm sure after the second and third time, they upgrade to a felony. But yeah, I mean, the laws here in Illinois are pretty relaxed with the marijuana laws because we have dispensaries and it's legal. So they're not really prosecuting those like they used to, because there's not enough time and stuff. And then they got to put all that money. So like the weed stuff compared to other states, they're a little more relaxed, but if you're going to be really intoxicated and driving, you're smoking weed, they're going to charge you and you're going to go to jail for it. I just fought a case for 4 years.
You got to straighten your camera, they said. Yeah, you got to be right in the middle, man. half of you is showing.
Yeah.
Be like this, half of my face. Hey, let's do the interview like this.
Yeah.
So how a lot of people don't know that you had a hip replacement surgery, man. How was that? Because that seems like a big deal to me.
So I'm 43 years old. 7 years ago, I got into a really bad car accident, and my entire hip got ripped out. Came out of socket from the hip, and I waited a while. And finally,
from the car accident, what happened in the car accident? How did it transpire, the whole car accident thing?
So I had a bad night. I was under the influence. There was a lot of things that were going on at the time. Texting, driving, it all played a factor. Next thing I know, I woke up. I was in the hospital. I had to have.
Did they say what happened with the car? Like what happened with the accident?
I was in a truck. It was destroyed. Like there's some pictures. I'll have to send them to you. They're on my Facebook. I put them up there every once in a while, but they're really graphic.
What did you hit?
I hit a tree. So when I hit the tree, the impact of the steering wheel severed my aortic valve in my heart, and they put a stick in my heart. So I lived.
Shout out to J-Dubs.
J-Dubs. It was by an inch of a fat, that my aortic valve was hanging on, So God had my back that day. And what happened was, my whole hip was dislocated. I was unconscious from the pain. As soon as I hit the tree from the impact, I went flying through the back. I was really lucky. Like I'll send you the pictures later. It'd be hard for me to find them right now. But you've seen the truck. It's an Expedition. It had a real big truck. And the tree was not that big. But when I hit that tree.
Yo, trees don't move, man. When you hit them, they don't move. They crumple.
And I really wasn't going that fast. I think they said 40, 50 miles an hour. But just from the impact, it just crushed the car. And, if you see I'll have to send it to you. It looked horrible. Like, I can't even believe I walked out of that car crash. God's had my back a couple times. Like I said, I've been shot.
I've seen those pictures, man. I've seen those pictures. We're all hooked up to the machines in the hospital with the car accident. Yeah.
It was pretty graphic, right? So
it looked pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody was telling me not too long ago, somebody was making comments about me. They wanted to see all my gunshots, and, they wanted to know every organ that I was hit. So, like I said, I got shot twice in the head.
You've been shot 11 times. People don't know. 11 times he's been shot.
Yeah. I couldn't stay out of the streets. I was all in the streets. So, get what you get when you're out there like that. So, yeah.
Matter of fact, I just
it was 4 different occasions. It wasn't 11 at once. It was on 4 different occasions, So that was the worst part. It's like, I could see being shot once and, twice maybe, but when it came to the 3rd and 4th time, I knew God had my back, and it was time for me to make a change, because not too often do people get shot that many times, let alone shot in the head twice. And, I'm still here. So it's like, I was young and stupid, Then
people don't get shot in the head and live, bro. A lot of people don't.
No. No. I've seen a lot of my friends die from one bullet, and they didn't even look like it was that bad. One guy got shot in the leg. Another guy got shot with a low caliber, shot him in the head, but the bullet went straight to the heart, And then the other guy bled out to death. He got shot in the leg or something and bled out. You wouldn't think that would be that critical. And then they're like, no, he's gone. He died. And Then one of my other homies.
How surprised were you when you saw that video, the 12th Street Players video, that they put it out? It's crazy, right?
Yeah, because there's a lot of pictures of me in there, and I didn't get permission for that. It kind of looks like I made it because it's all my pictures.
It looks like. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can try to bring it up. I'm gonna try to pull it up so we could play it for the people.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it and stuff. I liked the music, but I mean, I didn't know.
What was it under? I'll probably have to mute the music out because
12th Street Players. Let me see. I could send it to you. Yeah, so if anybody's asking, I didn't make that YouTube video that you see on there.
I got it right here,
it's
man.
Got a lot. Oh, you got it?
Yeah, that's crazy. They got a bunch of videos about it, man.
Yeah. I think it's because they got these gang pages and stuff. So like here in Chicago, they see stuff that's on Facebook and they'll grab it right away and post it up there and stuff. Let me see. Damn it, I hit it right here.
I saw my neighbor of mine take a bullet to the dome, survive. That's crazy, man. Yeah, I'm gonna play it right now. Yeah, man, you gotta go find that paperwork, Anthony. Keep looking.
Yeah, so my brother, I had a younger brother that was involved with the gangs too, and he got shot when he was 13. So that was the first time, and he, my mom came there, and my dad, they put me in jail and they took him to the hospital. So
he was all right though?
Yeah, he got shot in the leg, but it blew away the big bone, the fibia or the tibia, whatever you call it.
Really?
Yeah, he was messed up. So
here's the video, people.
Yeah.
Here, let me get us right over here.
So I guess it's by Chicago gang culture.
I took the audio off it because they like to hit you with a strike.
Oh, okay, I see.
These are the
yeah. So this picture.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, those aren't my pictures though. I'm from Cicero.
Yeah, they're not yours.
Branch.
Somebody. Oh, it's a different one.
Yeah, just a different branch, different territory. It says 63rd on there. That's the South Side. I mean, I know these guys.
Same chapter, right?
So these are kind of. Yeah, same chapter. These are some of the older guys I see up there.
Which one is it here?
It's up on top.
This one?
Oh no,
that's the one I was playing, bro.
Yeah, that one that you were playing. That's it. There's some other ones, but this is the latest one that I've seen.
Yeah, it's the one I was just playing. You just said it wasn't that
Chicago
one.
gang culture. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, so these are like the older history cards.
12 street players were started by young members of a gang called the Archdukes in Cesarose, Grant Works Flint. The Archdukes were an Italian greaser gang that did not want any Chicago gangs in their neighborhood. The founders of 12 street players were Nick G and Eddie S, who were 13 years old in 1972. No one knows why the pair left the Dukes. Eddie and Nick formed the Players together with Tony C, Russell, Steve, and others. In 1972, when the 12th Street Players were formed, their name was not ringing in the Cesaro community, mainly because of their young age. The Noble Knights were formed the same year and also did not get recognition right away as they were about the same age.
Is this the same one, bro?
Players lived mainly at 13th and
no, this is another one.
To hang out at Roosevelt. Unofficially
Yo, send me that one to my the one that
Street
you showed me to my Facebook.
I sent
The rest
I
of
sent
the
it
original
to
12th Street.
You sent it to my phone though. Send it to my Facebook.
The Players also hung out at the old church's chicken that was located at Roosevelt
Messenger.
and 61st.
All right, I got it.
The Players also hung out at Freddy's at 16th and 60th. The symbol of the bunny came from the Playboy Bunny logo. A lot of gangs in Chicago used the Playboy Bunny as a symbol, including Gangster 2-6 Dice Lords and Party People. The rest of the symbols include a top hat, cane, and gloves come from being gentlemen. The original Players had many fine attributes and were decent characters, which made the gentleman part of.
All right, I'm going to play that other one.
Okay.
All
yeah,
right,
so that's an older.
What this says, Steve. Thank you, man. You like the logo? It's dope, right?
Yeah, it looks good.
I even got the little bullet hole for Stevie Bullets right here, man.
Yeah.
little
I know. I was looking
Stevie
at
Bullets
that.
touch on it. Little final touches on it.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, no problem, man. Always thinking about you, Steve, man.
All right.
All right, here it is. Now we got it.
Oh yeah. So this is it.
I'm gonna. Whose funeral?
So I
was
got that
man?
bunny right there. My boy Grizzly, rest in peace. He was a good friend of mine. I had that Playboy bunny made.
Yeah. I need my jacket.
So that cake my wife made me, not that one, the one before it.
So you guys had like a reunion, right?
I wasn't.
That's you when
that
you
was
were a
somebody
kid?
else. Yeah, that's me.
That you? Yeah.
Yep.
There's your boy. There's Taz, right?
Yeah, he's in Ohio.
Shout out to Taz.
Shout out to Taz.
I spoke with him like a week ago.
Yeah, he's got about 10 more years, you know. It's my little brother on the end. See how young he was? That he probably got shot shortly after that. Now, see, like these guys, that's not my pictures. Those are some older guys. Now, this is me. I'm with the red.
That's you right there, right?
Yeah,
that's you right there in the red, right?
Yep, with the shaved head.
Yeah.
My brother. And then that's
you guys used to go around tagging all the time and stuff.
Yeah. It's older picture.
How many heads? How many people were in that organization, Steve?
It wasn't real big. It was
look, it's quite a bit, man. Would you want to go against all them? Probably not.
Well, so like during the 80s into the early 90s, they held it down in the neighborhood. And then around the 90s, the Latin counts took over the neighborhood, gentrification. A lot of Latinos moved in from Pilsen neighborhood.
Look how young you are, bro.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. A couple of my older guys, you know, like I said, Taz on the end. That's my dad. My brother throwing a bunny over his head. A couple of people I grew up with. It's my studio on my house. You know, I got a little mural for the guys.
Yeah, what's that right there? They had a reunion?
That's Taz's son. Boo Boo, rest in peace. Remember I was telling you how he had got shot and killed. Young kid, man. My brother and stuff, my cousin. But yeah. So these guys ain't, you know, they're from a different chapter.
Yeah.
But
crazy,
yeah, I mean there's a couple different. Yeah, it is. You know. Luckily, you know, I got away from that stuff about 10 years ago, you know, got involved with my kids and my wife, you know. I was getting too old for the streets.
Change your whole life around, man, you know?
Yeah, I mean, the way I got involved with it was because I grew up in that neighborhood. So that's what brought me to those guys. And like I knew most of them.
Old picture of me, man, from back in the day. Same stuff as you, bro. Out there a while now.
Just different city, man. Just different city.
Yep.
Man.
It's exactly what it is, man. Little kids out there with nothing to do. It's not even like that nowadays, man. I mean, I guess it is, but it's not. It's not the same as it was.
Over here, it's a lot different. So, like, you used to be able to hang out on the corner with a couple of your guys, and you couldn't go into like somebody else's territory. Nowadays, it's all open. Like nobody can hang on corners. You know, the police will arrest you. They got cameras everywhere too. Most of the gangbanging.
You can't do no crime.
Most of the gangbanging is on the.
You ain't doing.
It's all on the internet.
Yeah, you ain't doing no.
It's all on the internet.
Give it up, man. If you're a criminal, try something else. Like.
Yeah, and like I said, they're all gangbanging.
Code of the Streets. What's up, man? Check out American Clothing.
Shout out. Yeah, I like that. I see that.
You came a long way, man. You came a long way.
Is that his?
Yeah, that's his clothing line. He owns it, trademark. OmertaClothing.com. Go check it out, man.
Oh, that's good.
He's out there coaching kids basketball game right now.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
yeah,
you're losing, but you're still winning, bro. Hell yeah. taking care of the community and being there for kids. That's being a true gentleman, man. It really is. Like,
yeah, I got respect for all kinds of guys like that, man. Guys that go out there talking about bullshit.
No one cares how much money you got, man. No one cares how much money you got or what kind of car you got or shit.
Yeah, all that bullshit in the streets, man. That you get past that, Once you get older, you don't have to impress anybody, The real gangster is the man that takes care of his family and stuff,
Exactly.
Some other guys are just a bunch of fools,
You can go to OmertaClothing.com, and I'm definitely not with any of that dumb shit no more. Whole different outlook on life, man. It's a thinking thing. I think once you change your thinking, it gets easier, man.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I don't represent anything, I talk about the 12th Street players, because it's part of my history and stuff, and I got it tatted on me and stuff. I'm there for my guys that I grew up with because we're all friends, we all grew up in the same neighborhood. So, the love's always going to be there, but like my loyalty and stuff, is first for my family and my wife. I would never put nothing before that, and you can't love both. So, I had
Ronald, thank you, man.
10 years ago.
Keep fighting, bro.
Yeah, you got all good content here.
Stevie Bullet single. Ask his wife.
Married? No. And my wife's a gangster, so she'll be on it,
Oh,
She's on top of me.
She's an Italian
I got 3
gangster.
babies. Yeah. I call her.
Yeah, man. You live the American dream now, man. Settle down with kids and.
Hey, listen. You know what? When I got out and I had my 3 kids and my wife and I got a legit job, I was good with that. For some people, it's not much. But for me, it was like hitting the lottery.
A lot of times, like people that are in prison, they want to run when they get out. They want to run and go do whatever. But like when I got out of prison last time, I didn't have that itch anymore. I was like, I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to keep doing the cycle of in and out of prison. Gets you nowhere, man.
Gets you nowhere. And then you got to deal with all the bullshit inside of there, And I got tired of that. I didn't want to be sleeping next to another man and taking a shower and having to talk to another guy when I'm,
a grown man telling you what to do, man. Definitely not. I'm definitely not trying to be told what to do, man.
Oh no. Yeah, you can't beat that feeling. If anybody
change your mind, your ass will follow. This dude is definitely correct, Lawrence, man. Change your mind, your ass will follow.
Yeah, I mean, if it's insanity. If you keep going back to prison and it doesn't bother you and you're comfortable with it, which I was, I started getting too comfortable because I could go pretty much to any jail, any prison. I could fit right in. I could bit. That's what we call it in Illinois. We call it bitten. So I go to the joint, get down there. I know the lingo. I get to make it moves.
Get a job. Yeah, you're making moves, getting a job. Yeah. You're getting money. It's like you fall right back into the dumb shit, man.
So that's when I started realizing when I was in the joint, I'm like, wow, if I could do this kind of make moves like this in prison, imagine if I used that same energy outside of prison. And then that's when I started doing this stuff, like write the book and get hooked up with the documentary. And, it kind of just took off from there, and, everything that's happening, I'm cool with it. It's all good stuff. I learned a little acting. If it doesn't make it to the big screen, it was an experience, just doing these podcasts and stuff like that, talking about my history is a good thing for me. I kind of process, everything that's happened because, what's his wife on? She's a gangster. No, she's a mama. She got 3 babies that she takes care of. Very good.
Shout out to Steve from Real Mob Radio. Go check that out too, man. Steve's a good dude. I don't know if you met Steve. from Real Mob Radio. Yeah, you met him, right?
I think that's the guy. I think so. I met so
from
many
Minnesota.
different people through
Stevie
you,
Bullets. He's friends with Dubs and them.
Dubs and DJ Joel from what's his name? From Minnesota. I
Freshwater DJs.
Yeah, my wife has a story. You know, it'll come out too. You know, she's been talking to the producers. You know, her side of the story will come out eventually. You know.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool when you get it from both sides. You know, when you get it from the spouse's aspect of it, it's a different approach of it.
Yeah, I've had a couple of people have their opinions and stuff, and I welcome people's opinions. You know, because you know, the way I view myself and the way somebody else views me could be completely different. You know, I showed my sister my trailer and stuff, and she liked it. She was really impressed by it because it was accurate. You know, she didn't know what to expect when I told her I was doing a documentary. You know, she was a little nervous and stuff. You know, didn't know what I was going to say on there, and then when she seen it, she liked it. You know, and then I told her, you know, I want to get your input. Even people that didn't like me in the streets, I like to get their input, their views on me. So it's, you know, like to get everybody's view, you know, kind of makes it more interesting, I think, you know. Yeah. And then the producers decide, you know, where they're going to go with it. You know, they make the final decision on everything. And they've been really good at it because, like I said, they showed me bits and pieces. It was a little 2 or 3 minute trailer they did for me.
Your thing's coming out in on Reels, right? Something's coming out on Reels soon.
January 29th will be Deadly Associates. It's Joey Seifert's documentary. So he's the producer on mine too. Bro.
It's gonna be awesome.
And from my understanding, the way they do it is like, so they'll build up content and they'll make up the story, you know, whatever your story is, documentary, and then they sell it to the major networks. One of the major networks that they were dealing with is Reels. So, you know, once they pick it up, usually they'll pick up whatever else they got, you know, because if they like what they see, then they ask for more. And then that's when they throw my story in. And then you got a couple other guys that are in on it too. So it'll be good though, because like I said, me and Joe come from different ends of the spectrum. Joey Seifert his family, his dad was killed by Joey the Clown Lombardo, who was a big mob figure here in Chicago. They had a big family secrets trial, and it was kind of based on his father's murder that happened like
the family secrets trial is with Frank Calabrese Jr., which I interviewed. You guys could go check out that interview. It's on my channel. I interviewed Frank Calabrese Jr. I talked to him about a lot of his story, man. We went over a lot of it. I talked about when he took the money from his dad. I was like, what? Did you think you weren't going to get caught stealing $750,000? I think it was, right?
Yeah, I don't know exactly his whole story. I just know the name. And
go watch the interview, man. I interviewed him. Came out pretty good.
Yeah. No, I mean, I see him. I think I got him on my Facebook and stuff like that because we're pretty much everybody in Chicago knows everybody, you know. So
yeah,
word gets around pretty quick and stuff. And I think they were working with some people that I was interested in working with. And like I said, I didn't know what his whole story was. And then when he told me, you know, I was like, oh, you know, I don't know how he's gonna take with me. And then I met Joey Seifert personally, and it's gone really good, you know. Because obviously he wasn't involved. He was a baby or something, Tyler, at the time when it happened. So he didn't have anything to do with what his father was dealing with.
Yeah, that's not true, man. Uncle Frank was the only May guy to rat. I don't think so, man. Nicky ratted, man. Frank's uncle, right?
Nick Calabrese.
Yeah, didn't he testified, right?
I know there were some guys testifying. I don't know exactly who testified.
He's in the witness protection program, man. He's in the witness protection program. He testified, so he definitely ratted. Uncle. This dude says Uncle Frank is the only outfit guy to rat. That's not true.
Yeah, no, I'm sure there's a couple people that ratted, but you know, your family has to live with that shame and stuff. So I don't know. I don't suggest, people go and cooperate with the government. Once you get into that lifestyle, then you know what comes with it. And when it comes to that time, you take your fall. You don't go and start telling on people because, it'll backfire you. Staxx should do a show with Bullets and his wife. Would love to.
I did one day.
There's
one on there.
It's probably my wife under a secret name.
Probably.
Because I keep seeing that. Yeah.
Shout out to Stevie Bullet's wife,
Lucia. So, you can't be a rat and live over here.
Great, bro.
Especially with social media, it'll come back to your family. They might not do anything to the family, but just to embarrass your family like that, it's pretty bad. So, but we haven't had any of that. That was long.
Stay away from all that drama and.
Yeah, you don't want to be mixed up in that shit. That's what I just go to work and take care of my kids and stuff. Because somebody had said something about being a gangster, but I'm definitely not a gangster. I've had my gangster days, but I'm not a gangster. Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
Joe Schmo.
Joe Schmo only made member. Yeah, here those guys will come and fuck you up. So you can't really talk bad about certain people here because unlike everybody else in other.
Yeah, there's so. I've been watching a lot of different documentaries and doing my own research, right? So when you think about it, the government went after the 5 families in New York, right? Like real hard around the commission trial and all that. So what happened to all the other crime families throughout the whole country, man, that have been operating this whole time that they really... They haven't really touched any of them. You know what I'm saying?
So they're a lot more sophisticated than they used to be. Obviously, people learn from their mistakes. They see about the wiretapping and, people getting recorded. So they're very up with technology. And these guys they have a lot of money. It's all political now, especially here in Chicago. So they're a lot more dangerous. And, they definitely exist. It might not be the same structure that it used to be, like what you see on television, but it's probably a lot more complex. And like I said, I watch what I say. I know who's who in Chicago. I know names not to mention. I know where to go with it. Without crossing the line, because a lot of it is history.
It just seems it seems like a lot of people always reference to people in New York, like, oh, this and that, but the whole country is full of them. A bunch of different crime families.
You got it. It ain't like what it used to be. Like here in Chicago, you got the outfit. It's not all Italian. Unlike New York, you don't have to be 100% Italian to be in the made guy here in Chicago. There's a couple guys.
Yeah. So how does that work? So you don't have to be 100% Italian to be a made guy in Chicago.
No. But I mean, it definitely helps to have that in your background, But here in Chicago, it's a little bit different. I mean, Al
Capone wasn't made, right?
That I don't know. I did hear that though, that people say he wasn't, So who knows? I mean, pretty much what they run over here, like in Chicago, is different crews. So you might be part of that life. But like I said, you might be in a different section. So if you're on the south side, that's one crew. Then you got, my neighborhood, Cicero crew. Elmwood Park is another crew. It's just different neighborhoods and stuff like that. And it's all run a little bit different. So like, in my neighborhood, like I said, I come from a really strong neighborhood. So like people that talk and start, doing bullshit, it'll come back to you real quick.
Yeah. I've heard of Jessica. I reached out to her. She didn't hit me back, so she's too big for me. Yeah, I definitely heard that. What's up, Stormy? How you doing? Yeah, man. It's really complex, and there's so much to it. It's like And there's so many people that are involved when it goes down from made men into associates. The branch, it goes out and out and out. It's like,
yeah, and then you got friends, that just because you're friends with the person, it's I don't know. Like I said, I mean, I know a lot of people that are involved with that, lifestyle and stuff, and I respect them. It's just not something I'm looking for, to get involved with because the consequences, and I don't want to end up in jail. We got RICO Act here in Chicago.
Look at all the indictments, man. When's the last time they did a sweep in Chicago for organized crime?
I think that was Family Secrets trial right around 2006, 2007.
I'm gonna check real quick.
So, and when they come, when the feds come, they're not playing. They're ready for action. They got like a really high conviction rate. So, but most guys that are really involved in that stuff, they keep it very low under the radar. The guys that are out there and their names are out there. Those are the guys that, end up in jail. So most of the real guys don't, you probably don't even hear their names because they're so low under the radar. The guys' names that you hear are the guys that are out there that are probably not the guys you want to be around, because their name is really out there. And if they do commit crimes, it's not very smart.
Well, there's a lot of indictments, it looks like. Quite a bit in Chicago. Last one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, when the government comes, they're not just doing.
Says a lot of violent gang leaders. Chicago, a lot of violent gang leaders, several gang members were indicted. The Wicked Town faction, 13 alleged members.
Yeah, I started seeing that. And they take gangs down just like they do mafia and outfit guys.
2005 was the last one. Yeah, you're right, man. The last one was 2005. The government issued indictments against Chicago Mafia, naming the entire Chicago Mafia outfit in the criminal enterprise. Family Secrets investigation began into the notorious son, mob boss Frank Calabrese Sr. Yeah, man, the interview I did with Calabrese Jr. was really good. Hey, yo, you get in the bathroom, you fat piece of shit. I don't even know why these people even bother. They like waste their time typing. Like, I'm gonna block you and chuck you away, man.
Well, they're sitting in the basement of other Ma's house. No girlfriend.
Yeah, nothing with sodas everywhere, and like his just cigarettes piled up. It's just crazy, man. I let him have it. It's all good though. Thank you for joining me today, Steve. Man, I really appreciate it. Love when you come on the show, bro.
Yeah, thank you again, man.
Don't worry, fat fuck's in the bathroom. He ain't coming back. Yeah, man. But thank you, man. I appreciate it. You want to tell people where they can find your show? And I'll put a link for your show in the description of this video.
Okay, so I'm on YouTube. I got Stevie Bullett's podcast. And then I got Facebook, Steve Roden. I got My Way, the Cicero Way, the Stevie Bullitt story. And then I got a documentary. There's a trailer. It's the Stevie Bullitt story, My Way, the Cicero Way. It's on YouTube. Staxx will leave it in the link for people to check it out. And then I got TikTok and Instagram. So I've got a couple social media platforms and stuff, and I put some content out there. And January 29th will be my TV premiere. You'll see me on the big screen on Reels TV, 8 p.m. Deadly Associates. You can check out the book also on Amazon. It's a story about Joey Seaford and the Family Secrets trial here in Chicago about the Chicago outfit, Joey the Clown Lombardo, the convictions and stuff, all the stuff that happened with his family. And that's pretty much it, man.
So I got Scott McManus coming on the show. He was a bodyguard for Mark Wahlberg, Whoopi Goldberg, a whole bunch of other stars. He's coming on the show next week. Stay tuned for that. And I have Dan Romano coming on the show from Strong Island Television. Shout out to him. And shout out to everybody else I deal with. Joey Catalano, he's a true gentleman. Shout out to everybody out there. Tony, Anthony Welch from Street Smarts. If I'm forgetting anybody, I apologize. I appreciate all of you guys. And I'm definitely going to be dropping you guys some good new content soon. And the t-shirts are on their way. So stay tuned for that, people. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Hey, yo, Tony, you punk, get in the fucking bathroom. You scumbag.
Tony Pizza Face?
Yeah, don't even say that name over here, man. We don't respect those people over here.
Trash.
But anyway, man, yeah, trash could stay over there. But yo, thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. And I'll talk to you guys next time, man. Peace. Thanks, Steve, man.
Peace. All right, brother.